According to a report in Bild, authorities in Austria, Germany, and Spain in particular have received intelligence that terror cells may attempt an attack on Christmas or perhaps next week on New Year's Eve. Of course, many churches and Christmas markets are packed all day today and tomorrow for the Christmas holiday. With us now is the editor-in-chief of the Battleground, joining us in Italy, Joel Schalit. Joel, thank you so much for being with me. Tell me more perhaps about these threats. Is there concrete intelligence that there may be a terror cell planning an attack, or is this more of a precaution knowing that Islamist cells are across Europe underground?
The terrorists in question who may carry out the attack have been mooted to be the ISPK. They're an ISIS group in Afghanistan, and there apparently have been arrests already in Germany. And we don't know anything more than that at present, but it's a very interesting development, particularly because of the history of German involvement in Afghanistan during the occupation of Afghanistan by NATO forces between 2002 and 2021, and the fact that Germany has both tried Afghans for war crimes in recent years in German courts and also had to deal with allegations of war crimes leveled at German troops in European courts for their conduct during the war.
Tell me more perhaps about the number of security personnel, the level of police officers and other security forces at markets, at churches, across Europe at this time.
The Germans always deploy large security forces around markets in the country, particularly following the Berlin market attack a few years ago, in which a North African jihadist ran through a Christmas market in Charlottenburg. And so that is not particularly noteworthy for being any different than it has in recent years. But the Germans are very concerned that following Europol and EU warnings of increased ISIS activity in Europe over the last few weeks, that something of this nature might happen. I think the fact that it turned out to be ISIS from Afghanistan rather than ISIS from Iraq or Syria has caught them off guard.
Are people, residents, out and about on the streets today on Christmas Eve, maybe doing last-minute shopping across, the continent? Are they aware of these threats? Are they aware of the growing perhaps need for the increased security, or it's not something on their minds at this time on this Christmas holiday?
That's a good question. No, it's not, because the number of terrorist attacks that have taken place in Europe this year have been lower than in prior years. There's only been 4 successfully carried out by jihadists. The actual biggest terrorist threat in Europe in recent years, according to Europol data, and it's really fascinating to read, I was reading it before this program, mostly comes from alleged left-wing groups, particularly in Italy and Spain.
Okay, thank you so much, Joel, for being with us here on I-24 News. Great to have you.